Alright, we have a situation. Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new adventure here in Aslanbob. Let me try and get out of the canopy. Alright, that went smooth. Wow, look at that mountain there, right? Such a peaceful place here. Wow, they really did something very nice with all the animals wandering around between the crops. Yes, it is a bit remote but absolutely worth a visit, especially after all the mountains at the Pamir. Yeah, it's just nice to be in the greenery again a bit. And yes, this area, well, I'm not sure if you saw last video, but this area is famous for its walnut forest. And I have two missions this morning. I came here, right? Yes. First, I need some water. And second, even though this stay is located like in the area of the forest, there is like a piece of forest that is only existing out of these walnut trees. Most people hike there or like do horse trekking or so. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit closer to that forest on my bike. Must be quite special, right? To see a forest just of one tree. One kind of tree, I have to say. So that is what I am about before heading to the lake where I want to stay. Dr. Gul Lake. Is that a shop? I think so, right? There, I think is also a shop. Yes. Hello. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Alright, this should do the trick. Uh-huh. I go to Kuala Lumpur. Huh? Uh-huh. Alleen. Alone. Thank you. Look at that gorgeous mountain. Wow. And I think it's even more visible than in last video. Then there was a cloud also. Now you can really see the size of it. It's beautiful. Should go in here. Good. Hoopla. Very tricky. has a special vibe, huh? You see? This is definitely the forest. Because there's like a lot of space in between the trees. It's quite special. It's very special. Hello. Oh. Wow. What a backdrop. That is beautiful. Look at the relief here in these mountains. Some serious geological happenings here, I think. Because yet again, also there you see all the colors, all the layers, all kind of red and orange it basically is. And then here you have an artificial lake, so there is a dam, which gives a nice contrast, right, to the mountains. But here on the right, here, red rocks. Wow. Well, I guess that must be our lake. Look at that. Well, that is quite a lake, huh? And this lake, it's actually part of the whole dam structure in Kyrgyzstan that provides 90% of the electricity in Kyrgyzstan. So yeah, it's a super important lake, and well, the crux is a little bit that this lake and basically the structure of the dams is the cause of what happened to the lake in Aral in Kazakhstan. Remember, I told you in that video that the town that used to have like a lot of fishermen and a really nice lake with all kind of fish. Well, but the Soviets built the dams, and yeah, this lake is like one of those artificial lakes because of the dam. But that same dam caused this huge oh wow. Look at that in the distance. Wow. But what I was trying to say is that that same dam that creates this artificial lake yeah, also caused the extremely ecological disaster in Kazakhstan at the Aral lake. So it gives a beautiful lake here, and it gives a huge disaster somewhere else. It reminds me a little bit of the mountains in Turkey, remember? When I was so surprised. It reminds me a little bit of that. So we should be almost there at the guest house, and this village is closely located to the lake that we just saw. What a view we had, huh? Or should I go in here? Oof. This should be the guest house, I think. Is it? Let's see if I can find someone who can help me. If there is anyone. So there is sunshine. This is the nice big garden to chill. And this is my room, which I have to say is quite big, and it looks very nice with the carpet on the wall. And then here the bathroom, so a perfect stay to prepare for a long day tomorrow. Alright, good morning again. Good morning again. Let's circle around these Mongol rally cars. They came quite late yesterday evening. Blah. Bye bye. Bye bye. Whee. Ooh. Tricky, huh? This kind of little stones. Alright. So now it is 8 o'clock, a little over 8, so quite early, but we are heading east today to Kokomere, which apparently are some nice mountains. And the thing is that, wow, look at those hills in the morning sun, beautiful. No, but the thing is that I don't want to take the main road, because you can go north a bit and then like around the mountains, but I want to take a more inland road, more countryside road. So what I'm gonna do is I have to go back a little bit, the same way that we came yesterday, and then we go into the mountains and then we, well, cross it from there. So yeah, it should, well, the map says it should take a little longer. I think it takes a lot longer, because if the information is correct, it's not gonna be like a paved road. But hey, there's only one way to find out. But I thought it would be nice to see a little bit more of the countryside. So that is the plan for today. Well, let's see how that will end. Look at these beautiful mountains. With this morning sun you can really see the relief, right? Wow. Also, if you look there, beautiful. This is what I was expecting. Oh, well, that was certainly not what I was expecting. Well, look at that backdrop, huh? It's very pretty. I also had to put on my jacket because I think it's because of the sun hiding behind the clouds, but it is getting a little bit chilly. So I've put on my jacket and now we go. All these kids also happy that someone passes by. It's super cute. Ooh, this is very tricky. Ooh. Ooh. Luckily I escaped the rain cloud, so it is sunny again, but well, the road became a lot worse, as you can see. So that is the new challenge. And the tricky part about the road now is that sometimes there are like huge cracks in it. Well, and when you get stuck in that, forget it. Also quite high up now, so if you are afraid of heights, this probably isn't your episode. Hello everyone. Now I don't want to scare you. You are a baby. You're so fluffy. You're so fluffy. Oh. Well, that was quite a nice view, huh? And the same applies for this area here. Look at this, but also look at those yurts, like in the distance, how far away they are, how isolated those people are from the world, but still, like, I mean, they must have a good life, right? Otherwise you don't stay there. for a while. It's incredible that nomadic life, it's something I find that truly special. And of course it's like something from this country, right? A tradition, like a culture thing. And yeah, unfortunately in the 19th century, when the Russian came into this country, well, and later on the Soviets, that nomadic life disappeared quite rapidly. I mean, it's not vanished, there still of course is a lot of nomadic life, but especially the Soviets, yeah, everyone had to work for the state farms, so everyone had to hello. Ooh. Everyone had to leave their farms, work on state farms, give their animals to the state, which also caused, by the way, that a lot of farmers killed their animals because out of pride they didn't want their animals to work or to be from the Soviet state. So a lot of animals were killed by then, and a lot of knowledge about the nomadic life was forgotten. And yeah, after the fall of the Soviet, it returned a little bit, luckily enough. So still a lot of people are living a nomadic life. Look at them. Hello. Wow. Wow. These hills are incredible. I don't want to be in this truck. I truly feel like if I'm in Kyrgyzstan right now. Oh, this is very tricky. You don't want to get stuck in one of those cracks. Oof. I sense that this is what Kyrgyzstan is all about. This is what I wanted to see, right? Like green hills with yurts and all the animals like walking around, chill. Wow. Well, this is the moment you should not get too comfy. Alright. We have a situation. Not sure how deep it is. Whee! Oi! Woo! Woo! Alright. Alrighty. Little river crossing, no problem. Yeah, I wasn't filming and suddenly it popped up as a little surprise in the last stretch of the ride, and it seems like it's getting a little bit more rough or so. Well, that path was also rough, but I don't know. The surroundings also, the mountains, they turn red now instead of green hills, so I think we're quite close to Kokomera. But it is an incredible place, right? Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. This is a different cookie. Okay. Oi. Well, our last bit to stay has a ridiculous view. It's like a painting, huh? Ooh. Better not any rocks falling down. Well, the trail and the track is definitely putting myself and Sunshine to the test today. That's for sure. And I think also the tires had quite a hard time today, but so far they're holding up. I like the grip I have with the tires. Sometimes it's a bit slippery, but that's because of sand or like wet stones. But they are holding up pretty well. Come on. Whew. It's sometimes so hard to keep control in these cracks. And yeah, the road has like specific tracks in it, right? So sometimes you want to go one way and then you don't go that way. Ooh, that was a close call. Woohoo! Kyrgyzstan again. Reminds me of the premiere. Well, but besides this Kyrgyzstan, in this ridiculously beautiful valley, there should be a homestay. So I'm gonna check it out. Should be almost there. I think it's this one. I think it might be this one. Here, Katja's guest house. Yes. Wow. Look at the color. Well, that is very inviting. Hey, donkey. Don't be afraid. I don't do a thing. Okay, well, the door is open, so I guess there will be someone. Hello. Hello. I'm looking for a room to sleep.
Yes.
You have? Michelle, hello. Nice to meet you. Yes? Can I see it? Okay. Hey, hello. Now, this will be my stay for tonight. It's very traditional with all the rocks, but it looks quite cool, and it's definitely a blue house. This is my bedroom. So it's very spacious, enough for all my stuff, so I'm very happy. And I think yesterday's ride was already quite spectacular, but then came today and that was even more spectacular in my opinion. And the funny thing is that I took it as an advice from a book about Kyrgyzstan to take this alternative route. but I didn't look up any information up front. And now I came to this homestay, and then this map is there. And then I saw it was a mountain pass, the Kyrgyz mountain pass. And I thought by myself, well, maybe that explains why it was a little bit hard sometimes. So I looked up on the internet. Sorry, yeah, I think it's funny. Sometimes it's just better not to know things up front, right? It clearly states, avoid the road through Kyrgyz Pass. Driving the road is not recommended due to its dangerous and lethal conditions. And then here, never drive this trail alone. So I think that's even cooler that I drove it. And again, sometimes it's just better not to know what is coming, right? So I think especially with this information, it makes the day even more special. The views were spectacular, and I'm just very happy that I didn't fall. It was a close call a few times. But yeah, now I get some rest at this very nice and blue guest house. And then we go to another lake in the next video. That will be some cool. So yeah, I'm gonna prepare for that. In the meantime, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And then I hope to see you at the next adventure.